This new N8N node is completely free to implement, but it can make your AI agents a whole lot smarter. In this video, I'll show you how to use this powerful tool to cut costs, improve your agent's accuracy, and make it sound less like a robot and more like a real human. Just as a quick bit of background, if you're not familiar, the reason newer models like OpenAI's O3 are considered smarter than their predecessors comes down to one key thing: reasoning. That's basically a fancy way of saying the model thinks step by step before giving you a final answer. According to OpenAI's own documentation, here's how it actually works. When you give it an input, it doesn't just respond right away. Instead, it generates an initial output, then feeds that back into itself. This process lets it refine its thinking until it's confident the final response closely matches what you asked for. Pretty clever, right? What's great about N8N is that they've introduced a Think tool node that does exactly the same thing. It lets your AI agent think before it responds. And since it's free and built right into N8N, there's really no reason not to use it. You can add it to any agent by heading to the Tools subnode, searching for Think tool, and dropping it in. There's even a default description you can tweak to suit your specific use case. Once it's in place, congrats! You've just upgraded your agent with reasoning capabilities, which means smarter, more accurate outputs. One of the best use cases for the Think tool is when you want your AI agent to sound more human and less like, well, an AI. If you open up the node and expand it, you'll see a short prompt area. Here, you can ask your agent to review its response before sending it, just like a human would. You can even include a list of AI-sounding or overly corporate words you want it to avoid. It's a simple tweak that makes a big difference in how natural your agent sounds. Let's swap out the trigger node for a chat node. Just delete the current one. Click on Add, then search for Chat. Select the Chat trigger node and connect it to your agent. Also, go ahead and remove the HTTP node. We won't be needing that for this example. Just a quick note, the brain node isn't connected at the moment. Let's test things out by asking it to write a 2-paragraph story about a happy rabbit. That should give us a nice simple output to see if everything's working as expected. Not bad, but yeah, it still sounds a bit robotic and stereotypically AI. Words like infectious or shimmered aren't exactly what we'd use in everyday conversation, or at least I wouldn't. So let's clear that out and hook up the brain node, this time with our special instructions to make the output sound more human. Now, let's give it another shot and see the difference. That's much better. It definitely sounds more natural now. If I were using this workflow to help write stories, especially for kids, I'd probably add even more keywords to avoid, like embodiment, just to keep the language simple and relatable. And remember, this Think tool isn't just for storytelling. There are plenty of other use cases where it can make a big difference. Best of all, it's completely free to use with any N8N AI agent you're building. So go ahead, try it out in your next workflow and see what it can do. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you found this helpful or it sparked some ideas for your own automation journey, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps more productivity enthusiasts discover these time-saving techniques. Until next time, keep automating the boring stuff. I'll see you in the next video.